This is the wrap-up for the live market open for May 2nd. It's a Monday. Happy Monday. April is behind us. You sell the dollar in May and go away. Let's see, because the dollar, at least for now, remains on the back foot, especially against the euro that makes attempts to move higher. The Fed last week remained optimistic. Okay, they were positive on the economy, less worried about global developments, but no rush to raise rates. That killed the US dollar across the board. The yen, after a huge move on Thursday and Friday, is consolidating its big gains. We've seen dollar yen in range. We'll see that soon. Asian stocks are tumbling down. Japanese markets were closed on Friday. Now they're doing some catching up. And for the pound, Brexit polls remain very close on the newspapers released on Sunday. Polls released on Sunday, but the pound doesn't really care. It believes there will be no Brexit. And of course, with the weakness of the US dollar, everything looks good. Some key data points we had last week that are still having some impact. In the Eurozone, we had GDP beat expectations with 0.6 quarter over quarter, but on the back of low inflation, at least in April, we had headline inflation falling to minus 0.2, and core inflation rising 0.7, only 0.7. In the US, GDP looks poor, only 0.5. At least there were some silver linings. Okay, events for today, we have Eurozone manufacturing PMIs, really market movers, because for the key countries, Germany, France, and for the Eurozone, these are final releases, not the initial ones. We have the Bundesbank President Jens Weidmann talking at 9:30. He might play his game of, on one hand, supporting the ECB's independence but criticizing some of the policies. Draghi speaks at 2 GMT, but it could be a non-event because it's not really monetary policy related. At the same time, we have a more important figure, the US manufacturing PMI, expected to stay to show weak growth. It's of course a hint for the non-farm payrolls on Friday. So that could be the most important event. Then we have a big night for the Australian dollar. We have Australian building approvals, and then Chinese Caixin manufacturing PMI, which is expected to move a bit closer to break even between growth and contraction. And at 4:30 GMT, very early morning here, the Australian rate decision. Okay, I have a question here from Luca. Do you think we have a surprise coming from the RBA after weak inflation? I don't know. I think it's 50-50. On one hand, they want to support the economy. The inflation justifies a rate cut. The high value of the Australian dollar does justify as well a rate cut. On the other hand, they have a hot real estate market over there. And in addition, they might want to keep some ammunition. They might prefer just telling us there will be a rate cut next time, but not acting immediately, okay? In the past, they did surprise us with rate hikes, rate cuts when markets were not expecting them. In any case, I think nothing is fully priced in. No hike means the Australian dollar, no cut will, no change in policy, which is sort of more the default, but not fully priced in, will mean a stronger Australian dollar, and the cut will hurt the Aussie. But of course, listen to what they say about the future, not only the decision. Okay, so that's my opinion. I tend to see them talking about the cut next time than acting right now. Okay, let's look at a few charts. We talked about the critical level of 114.60 in euro dollar. We're currently above it. We reached 114.80. 115 is high resistance. 114 is support. Pound dollar finding its range here between 145.80 and 146.50. Dollar yen consolidating above 106.10 and 170. Dollar CAD also finding its range here, 125.50 at the moment. 125, the round number, proved itself as support for the pair. Okay, and when 26.30 remains resistance. Aussie dollar, of course, awaiting the RBA. It could be stuck in range until we hear from Glenn Stevens and co. Anyway, 76 to 76.40 is the range. 75 is support, and 78.40 is high resistance. And the Kiwi dollar hugging the 70 level, 69.50 to 70.50 is the current range. Yeah, with the euro, we've seen so many false breaks. So this could be yet another one. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's the wrap up for today. It's good to be back. I hope we get this week the same action we had last week in markets. Okay. Yeah. So good to be back with all of you. I wish everybody a safe and successful day in markets. And yeah, and let's just take one last look. See if we have any movements in dollar yen. We did have this kind of spike, but no. Yeah, let's see if the Bank of Japan intervenes and where. Okay, so that's it for the show for today. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. And I'll see you all tomorrow. So thank you and bye-bye.